Okay, let's get started. Silver, good to see you. I'm Zilla, Miffy, Beam, Khalid, walaikum salam. How you doing, Sonboy? Good to see everyone in the chat. Beam, you shouldn't buy anything today, buddy. You don't buy green candles. You have to wait for the market to correct again. In your opinion, what conditions would prevent a hard landing, a recession? The SARM index unemployment rate is rising. It could potentially stabilize at some point. No war has broken out. I mean, look, war isn't really an indicator because war gets priced in terms of, war. Unless it's World War III, then crypto doesn't matter. At that point, you got bigger things to worry about. These little wars that happen in the Middle East, they will affect the markets for a very short period of time, and then we just go back up. That's how it is. But even in terms of war, it is starting to unfold a little bit more. That is one catalyst that could bring the market down. As you said, the SARM rule indicator is trending higher. This always is a signal, to the Fed to basically go into QE. Now, we have cut interest rates by 50 basis points yesterday, which for those of you that understand economics, should signal a little bit of a red flag because, if you look back to history, there's always indications where we've cut 50 basis points and the market has not corrected. Well, it hasn't, we haven't gone through a recession. But then there's, I think, 8 times out of approximately 18 times we haven't had a recession, and 9 times where they've cut 50 basis points that we've had a recession. But then even those times that we didn't get a recession, the market, the S&P 500 still dropped 20 to 30% just based off the scare of potentially going into one. And we haven't seen that yet. Stocks are all-time highs. This should be a red flag to you. Don't listen to the people that's on Twitter who's been buying since March, so they're permables. As soon as the market goes even 5% up, they're calling for new all-time highs. Don't listen to those. Listen to what smart money is doing now. If you go look at some of the billionaires, Warren Buffett and some of these other ones, there's like a few other ones, they're stacking up cash now. They're selling all their stocks because stocks are all-time highs. And it's a very dangerous time now to even be holding stocks. There's a few indicators that you have to take in consideration. For example, gold breaking out. When the metals break out, it should be a red flag. Silver broke out as well, is trending higher. These are signals that you have to take in consideration because at times like this, when there's fears of a recession, these, the metals do tend to go higher. They break out. And then we got the 10-year and the 2-year bonds. The 2-year is going down, but then the 10-year is trending higher. So we could see a scenario in the coming weeks, in the coming months. We don't know exactly. There could be a trend where the dollar, because if the 10-year bond does tend to go higher, the dollar also goes higher. We can see the DXY having a bounce at some point. It's not guaranteed, but this is one scenario that could play out because this is what happened in 2016 as well. In the latter half of the year, we had I think it was the 10-year bond go up and the DXY did bounce, which obviously led to risk assets going down. There could be a scenario like that. Don't take it to the bank, obviously. But right now, I'm still sitting in cash. As I told you guys, 50 basis points, even though it's bullish short term, because the market gets excited that they don't understand, what 50 basis point actually means long term. They get excited thinking, the Fed has started turning the money printers on. You guys can look into this now, this blue line over here. If you listen to the FOMC meeting, the Fed did say that they are still taking stuff off their balance sheet, meaning that we have not gone into QE at the moment. Now, there is very important things that we have to look forward to, and one of them is the BOJ interest rate hikes decision. So because they cut interest rates by 50%, this could also trigger the BOJ, the Bank of Japan, to raise interest rates. And what happened in August, the massive crash we had in August over here was because of the BOJ, raising interest rate hikes, which led to the Japanese carry trade. And that could happen again if they do raise interest rates again. There's always catalysts, you know, and people always mistake this as if we get a rate cut, it affects the market instantly. It doesn't. A rate cut affects the economy. It takes normally 6 to 1 year to affect the economy. This is why you know a lot of people, a lot of retail do not understand macros. So then they get really, really bullish. They start buying everything now, thinking, oh, you know, this is it. The bottom's in. We're only going to go higher from here, and then they get wrecked because the Fed has not gone into QE yet. You know, the only time we see altcoins have a sustainable pump is when the Fed goes into QE. And that hasn't happened yet because the Fed has not added to the balance sheet yet. They're still taking off their balance sheet. So do not get excited and FOMO in during this, you know, time because this is how you get wrecked. Of course, we will pump in the short term. Doesn't mean it's going to be like that in the coming months. We will not see altcoin season till 2025. We will not see it. There's too much headwinds ahead of us, you know, for us to sustainably have a pump and break this downtrend. So, you know, like I said, I'm personally 85% in the markets. I am sitting on cash because just in case we do get a hard landing, you know, if we do get a hard landing, there's a scenario where you can pick up 3, 4, you know, times the amount of tokens for a very small price than you could have 2, 3 months ago. And that's how you make life changing money. That's what everyone should be doing. But then because I'm 85% in the markets, I'm still okay if the market goes higher. No one can predict everything. But then when there's so much red flags and stocks are all-time highs and all the big players are sitting on cash, you have to take that in consideration. Yes, in the short term, we might pump and people get excited, but it doesn't change the fact that there is still all these headwinds ahead of us. You know, all this data came out was for July. I think everything went unveil after the elections. This is what happened. I do tend to think that a lot of these guys, you know, prop up a lot of these numbers because they said that inflation's at 2.5%. But then if you look at inflation closely, you'll know the only reason inflation came down was because transit went deflationary, which is not a good thing. And then we have, you know, I think core inflation, not core inflation, but there's the realistic inflation is 1%, which is very, very bad because then that's a deflationary crash. That's not a healthy thing. There's a lot of red flags right now. That's why I'm sitting in cash. I'm not doing anything right now. The market could pump short term. It doesn't really mean nothing. You know, like I said, no one should be 50% in cash, 50% in the markets. I think that's too risky. But then I'm still not buying anything right now. That's what I'm doing. Let's go into the chat. Richard, good to see you, my friend. But we're not gonna get Altseason for at least another 4 or 5 months. Like, you know, I think when we have a sustainable amount of rate cuts, and then we could actually have a sustainable pump. Right now, nothing is sustainable. This pump is not sustainable. This is a very short-term pump. In a week's time, you know, you guys will understand. In a few weeks' time, you guys will understand. Do not worry. Do not FOMO into this market right now. There's too many headwinds for us to go crazy highs right now. It wouldn't make sense for us to go crazy. Just save your cash for now until we see some crash. At the price level, do you see Bitcoin at the end of November 2024? Do you think Bitcoin will hit 100K sometime in 2025? In terms of this year, it's hard to say how much exactly Bitcoin is going to go to, because generally at the end of the year is when everything, you know, we find out if you have a hard landing or a soft landing. So, you know, there could be a scenario where we could go down to like the low 40s and people claim that as a soft landing. But I mean, as a hard landing, but in reality, that's a soft landing. Because a hard landing always, you know, indicates the market going down Bitcoin going down 50, 60%, just like it did in COVID, just like it did, you know, in 2016. There's always one, I think it was 2013. There's always scenarios of, you know, you can look at Bitcoin and look at hard landings. It always goes down between 50 to 60%. So there could be that scenario. I don't know about hard landing, but even if we get, you know, some sort of scares, I'll show you guys one chart that you have to take in consideration. If you go look at Bitcoin on the 2 week chart, right? Just look at Bitcoin on the 2 week chart. There's a very, very similar pattern that seems to play out. This is the 2 weeks chart, right? So we spend 2 weeks going up, 2 weeks coming down, 2 weeks going up, 2 weeks coming down, and then 2 weeks going up. And then at the end of the year, at the end of each month, we end up going down because of unemployment. So if unemployment comes in hot again, we'll spend another 2 weeks going down. And that should happen in a few days. This is how the market behaves now. Is in a very consistent trend of 2 weeks up, 2 weeks down, 2 weeks up, 2 weeks down. Take that into consideration. T Crypto Ross, good to see you. Hustler, good to see you as well, my friend. T Crypto, be careful, my friend. I'm in the woods, owl hunting. I got a bit of, oh, you're owl hunting. Something is wrong. Why is the numbers in my portfolio going up? I think everyone's portfolio is going up today, which is good to see. You're saying wait for the crash, nothing is guaranteed. Yeah, but we're also not guaranteed to go continuously higher. Nothing goes up forever, bro. Like, I don't know if you understand anything, charts or anything. Nothing goes up forever. There's always corrections. Nothing, Bitcoin's not just gonna now go all the way to 100K because of one rate cut. It doesn't make sense. We had, in last cycle, we had to go through 3 rate cuts in order to see a sustainable pump. And that at that point the interest rates were inflate. Well, interest rates were 2.5%, and we cut by 75 basis points, and the market rallied. We haven't had that sustainable amount. Now the Fed's fund rate is 5.5%. Well, was 5.5%. So we need at least 100 and something basis points rate cuts to see a sustainable pump. This is only short term. These pumps are only short term. You get one interest rate hike, and this prime examples. After the first rate cut, the market tends to rally for a bit and then sells off. So do not worry, bro. Like, just give it a couple of days, give it a week, maybe 2 weeks. Then you're gonna realize that why you don't FOMO into green candles. You have not been left behind. Bitcoin's not just gonna go put in a new all-time high because he would have already done so now. That 50 basis points. The reason we're pumping today is because jobs opens or jobless claims came in lower than expected. That's it. And another thing is, you guys do have to take this in consideration as well, is the yield curve has been uninverted. And historically, every single time the yield curve has been uninverted, there has been a recession that has followed. There's some cases where it's been 3 months, 2 months, then there's some other cases where it's taken like a whole year to come into play. So, but I don't think the yield curve being uninverted has been priced in yet. It hasn't been priced in yet. And the Fed has not added to the balance sheet. So they're not ready to start printing yet. It would have been a different story if the Fed did add to the balance sheet, because then that means they're ready to start printing, which would have caused a way bigger pump. But because the Fed is still in QT, this pump, I don't think is sustainable. The bottom could already be in. A lot of coins heavily go up from here. What the data is shows another crash will come. Well, we got Japan trade, we got the yield curve, we got the storm rule indicator, we got unemployment. Unemployment was expected 4.3, came in 4.2, and that was only because of it wasn't even. It's not specific data. It's very. I think the data is manipulated because it doesn't make sense. Because if you look at the overall unemployment chart, it's gone up. It's not gone down. It's gone up. The chart is going up. I do think this, I think a lot of this stuff is manipulated for the elections. And then after the election's done, I think everything's going to unwind. And then whoever comes in office is just going to come to the rescue and print their way out. This is why we can't FOMO in now. It doesn't make sense. Whichever side wins, the other side is going to try to, fuck it up. So if Trump wins, what do you think does if Trump does win, the market will crash. It will pump in the short term, but then the people that's in office now is going to crash the markets. Mm-mm. Yeah, don't buy anything now, buddy. Do not buy anything now. Like I said, you have not been left behind. After look, in a few weeks' time, I will live stream again. Obviously, in a few weeks' time, we will come back, and then I'm going to tell you guys this is why you don't FOMO in. Just be patient. Look, crypto is a patience game. If you just FOMO into every single green candle, thinking you've been left behind, you are going to get wrecked. There is no signals that shows that you have been left behind. The Fed has not gone into QE. If they had, it would have been a different story. If they start adding to the balance sheet, it means that when the market does crash, if it does crash, they're ready to print their way out. And now they haven't done that. They're still taking stuff off their balance sheet, which indicates QT, which is one of the reasons why BTC dominance is going to continue to go higher. I've been telling you guys ever since I've started streaming that this is going to go to 60%. It's going to go to 60%. Today, you put in a new all-time high, or yesterday. So even if Bitcoin goes higher, our altcoins will eventually bleed back to Bitcoin. What's others doing? Let's have a look at others chart. Let me go back into the day chart. And another thing is right now, if you look at net liquidity, it is at the heights. So eventually, when net liquidity goes down, what do you think is going to happen to the altcoins? They're also going to go down. Net liquidity is in a consistent downtrend. So it's basically net liquidity is like this. You can look at it like this. I can't show the chart on here because I don't know what the signal is for net liquidity on here. You might have to download it separately. But net liquidity is looking like this, and it's hit the top of the trend line, and it is a consistent downtrend. So if you look at this is in a very consistent downtrend, right? This is how net liquidity is as well, and is basically at the top of the downtrend. When that pulls back and comes down here, the DXY will also pump, and crypto will come down, all coins specifically, because it does. All coins tend to track net liquidity because when there's more liquidity in the markets, all coins do tend to go higher, and net liquidity has hit the top of the trend line. So there is going to be a specific time where it is going to come down. Just be patient and wait. This type of stuff takes a bit of time to unfold. Let the initial pump happen, and then people will realize that this is not going to lead to the bull run yet. It takes time. It's going to take multiple rate cuts. The Fed has to go into QE in order for us to see a sustainable amount of pump. Like I told you guys, these 50 BPS rate cuts normally take 6 to 1 year to affect the economy. In the short term, some companies could potentially start hiring a bit more people. This is what the rate cuts are good for, to stop unemployment. But then because unemployment is a lagging indicator, the last month that we had was in July. In August and September, it could be way worse. So you have to be patient now, bro. Just be patient. Do not FOMO into these little green candles. You don't make money by FOMO into green candles. This is not a sustainable pump. It will eventually go down. It might take a bit of time. It doesn't matter. Total free is almost at this trend line now, and it's been basically rejected multiple times. It could have a wick up here and then come down. But yeah, let's see what the carry trade happens. I think it's gonna happen tomorrow for us, at least for me, at least. I think for Americans it might be different. Can we buy all? I think all hasn't really pumped, and this is the thing with newer projects, is that they don't tend to pump with the general market because no one really knows about all at the moment. This is one thing that you have to take in consideration. Now, if you have been an advocate watcher of my channel, you guys will know there is a lot of bullish things on alt. One of the things is that they have locked up a very big percentage of the tokens. So you guys will look at this now and you think, 1.3 billion, which is 65% of the supply, is for the mining. But then out of that 1.3 billion, where is it? 800 billion has been locked up now. 800 billion tokens have been locked up. It's over here. The remaining 800 billion would be locked up in a smart contract for 5 years. So now 40% of the 65% is locked up for 5 years. So the fully diluted is going to be a lot lower now. I don't think they've updated it at the moment, but it will get updated at some point. This is very, very bullish because those are the tokens they were not using at that time. So it's kind of pointless to have it in circulation because it doesn't make the project attractive to newbie investors who only look at market cap and fully diluted. But the vesting schedule for this now is very, very solid because not only is the fully diluted going to go down, but the team has also locked up their tokens from 4 years to 6 years. But even this, I would wait till November to DCA this. I would not buy this now. This hasn't bottomed out yet. It's in a very specific downtrend. It has not bottomed out. Do not buy this at the moment. Let it bottom out. It needs to hold the price for at least a couple of weeks, and if not, to a month before buying. But if you don't hold a single bag of OORT, 8 cents long term, this is not a bad DCA, my friend. Don't buy anything today, Simon, bro. You don't need to buy anything. Should all have been buying on the last drop. Too late to buy now. I mean, this is another thing, right? You guys want to FOMO in now, but you have to take in consideration the reason I'm not buying now is because I bought heavy during this crash over here. I was buying heavy during this crash over here. So it doesn't make sense for me to buy now. When the carry trade happened in August, I DCA'd heavy over here. And if you look at total free at this, back in, it went below here. It went like 460 billion. Why would I buy here at 500 something billion? It doesn't make sense. But yeah, don't FOMO in now though. I think it's pointless to FOMO in now. This pump is not sustainable, bro. Trust me. Yeah, it's only one rate cut, bro. Like, people think this is like the 50th rate cut, bro. It's only one rate cut. It makes no difference. One rate cut is not enough for us to have a sustainable pump to the upside. It never has been. Hoove, good to see you as well, my friend. How you doing? Good to see you, G. When do you think the market will happen? I still have 50% fear. 50% fear is crazy. Should I start DCing the next dip? My friend, if you're 50% fear, of course you should be DCing on the dips. I think 50% fear is way too much, bro. That's my personal opinion. 20% max, that's it. I wouldn't stay 50% in fear. But like I said, there's every time we've had a 50 basis point rate cut, well, the recent times we've had a 50 basis point rate cut, the market has always, gone through a recession because we are in a business cycle. And generally in a business cycle, the business cycle does end with a recession or a hard landing or some sort of crash. It always does. It's very scary when you see the S&P at all-time highs. For me, it's very scary. I don't like the fact that S&P is at all-time highs. This is a massive red flag, and it should be a massive red flag for everyone. This is not sustainable for this to be the all-time highs. This could drop 20-30%, and that same narrative that makes this drop 25% would also crash the crypto market. Crypto's not immune to everything. It will also come down. That's why I'm sitting on the sidelines for now, because like I said, I was buying heavy here. It's pointless for me to start buying now. I'll have to wait and buy, a decent crash after this. I'm not going to buy now when I already bought the lows. When the Bitcoin's down here, it doesn't make sense. There's only some altcoins that was worth buying at this time. One of them was video. That's it. Everything else is, higher than what I bought in August. It does not make sense to do that. Dyson, good to see you, my friend. Still sitting on too much cash. I don't think you're sitting on too much cash, bro. Carlos, good to see you as well, buddy. Always good to see you streaming, bro. Which are you more bullish on? Injective or Tectum? Can you explain both? I personally, it depends what you want. So if you want a safety net in your portfolio, Injective is a good bet. Injective is kind of pumping. It's not really a big pump, like these kind of big projects don't tend to pump too much. But this is a good safety net for your portfolio. Whereas Tectum, being it's not really a massive cap coin. Oh shit, Injective. This is almost at $10 now. Nice. This is one that I would hold in my portfolio over Injective. I think this can give you way bigger returns than Injective. I mean, I was telling people to buy. Look, just literally, this is how quick sentiment changes in crypto. Last month, when this was at $4, 4.2, and everyone was calling this a rock pool over here, 4. I don't know, 4.5, 4.6. Everyone was calling this a rock pool. I was telling you guys buy this project. Just go look at my live streams. Everyone who watched it, I was telling them accumulate, accumulate, accumulate. Do not worry about the bearish price action in the bearish market, because sentiment changes, and these guys did deliver in September. If they didn't, my sentiment would have also changed. But because they delivered, because the app is working, because soft nodes are now you can utilize it, it shows there's a lot of bullish sentiment behind Tectum. Hence why we're up 2x, over 2x since that day that I was telling you guys to buy. This is one project I've been telling people to buy for a long time, for a very long time. But people called it a scam, and now people want to FOMO in now. This is the thing, you guys have to FOMO in at the right time. You can't FOMO in now when it's up, because it's most likely going to come down. That's the thing. These pumps are not always sustainable, my friend. So you have to be careful when you buy and sell. If you can't buy, look, it's pointless to buy in green candles. Hold on, let me check the Tectum chart real quick. 1 second. Is Tectum gonna go higher? Where is Tectum? It's very unlikely. The sell orders are quite heavy, to be fair. It probably will come down now. But it's good to see Tectum going high, though. I want this to go to at least $12 to $13. That's why I want to see this. But I personally would pick Tectum. I wouldn't buy it now, though, because it's up. But I would wait for it to come down before I buy this. Yeah, exactly. Who've gold breaking out and silver breaking out is a matter of concern, because those are historically, people use those to hedge against inflation. So those are like safety picks, you could say. Yeah, same. That's also true as well, Ross. Mr. Khalid, how you doing, my friend? People always FOMO into the pumps and desperations. Well, because look, the reason everyone is so bullish is because they probably didn't want to buy here. They were too scared. The market rallied, come down here. They didn't want to buy again. They were too scared. Now they want to FOMO in here, thinking this is it. This is the reason why everyone wants to FOMO in. And then there's a bunch of people. If you go on Twitter now, they've been telling you to buy since March. So of course, every single little Bitcoin pump, they're gonna start calling for 100K now. How is that even possible after one rate cut that you're gonna go to 100K? These people are stupid. They don't understand nothing. Like, how can you go to 100K because of one rate cut? It makes no sense. This is the same thing as like you get one rate cut, and people think that the Fed has just printed $11 trillion. That's what they think. But the Fed has not printed a penny. They haven't added to the balance sheet. I like your analogy on stocks. Can you explain what means to crypto as crypto is not as all-time highs? Yeah, so generally what happens is the crypto market tends to price in stuff a lot quicker than stocks. Stocks is they look at the signs and they just don't care because stocks continue to go higher. Whereas crypto, because it's an emerging asset class and because it's more volatile, everything it gets priced in crypto a lot quicker. So then, for example, if we crash, you'll see crypto markets crash a lot faster than stocks. This is why crypto tends to. I think crypto always prices everything in a lot quicker than stocks does. So even if stocks drop 30, 40%, crypto will not drop as hard as stocks. It will still drop, obviously, but it won't be as hard as stocks. 100%, bro. 100%. Trust, good to see you. De-risk some Naka away for another few more days to break even. I think it's better to wait a few more days, Miffy. Wait a few more days. I think we could rally in for a few more days, possibly. There's no point in selling now. I mean, there's no point. Yeah, there's no point de-risking now. If you're getting close to break even on anything now, you should definitely de-risk, because we've already had a very massive pump from here to here. At some point, it'll pull back, maybe to the mid 50s. We don't know how much is going to pull back. The carry trade will tell us, today or tomorrow. That will be a very good indicator. Will tell us if we're going to continue to go higher or go lower. Green candles does trigger emotions. I do agree with you there, my friend. I'm on the sidelines. 25% USDT gets me sick feeling that it just keeps going up, like watching gaming last year. Yeah, but this is why I always tell people, grab an initial project position in every project so you don't miss the pump. This is why I always tell you guys. This is the whole point of grabbing an initial project, an initial position in the projects. If you hold an initial position in every coin, you're not gonna care if it goes up or down, because if it goes up, you're still happy because you got something in there. But if you don't hold anything and it's going up, that's when you start feeling it. That's when you get that sick feeling, my friend. If you listen to what I say and grab an initial project and do not look to trade lower pumps, and you still hold them, when it continues to go higher, you're not going to care too much, because at least you got something in there. Whereas if you're completely out of the market, it's a different story. What about the members cap G? We're at two. No, we're not. We're at 300, my friend. We're literally bang on 300. There's not 302. You have to look. Is always updated. I kick people out, replace them. It's at 300, my friend. Exactly 300. And I've stopped now, I think. Anyways, who the fuck is this? Oh, that's Kevin. Okay. Yeah, we are at 300 now. People always think that October is extremely bullish. This is why they're FOMOing it now. But there's a scenario where if everyone's expecting an October, we might not get it. Think like that as well. I always have a plan, my friend. It has to be a risky plan to some degree, but then it always has to be a plan where if the unexpected happens, you're still positioned okay. This is why I'm 80% in the markets and 15% in USDT, because even if the market somehow, I don't know, the Fed does some stupid shit tomorrow and starts printing 11 trillion and the market goes up, I'm still positioned okay. I can use that 15% to do a bunch of trades and still make good money. This is the thing. This is the whole point, because we're in USDT and my concept of moving narrative to narrative, you are still going to make crazy amounts of money, even if you hold larger amounts of USDT. Because what tends to happen is the market will pump in general, Bitcoin will rally, and then a specific narrative will pump, whereas the other narratives will just stay stagnant. So you are still going to get buying opportunities in those narratives. Just look at last year, for example, while gaming was pumping, everything else was slowly going down, bleeding, while gaming was pumping. Even though the ETFs got accepted, there's a bunch of other bullish factors, you are still going to get buying opportunities, even if the market goes parabolic today or tomorrow or the next week. The crypto works in narratives. So if gaming pumps now, AI, RWA, proof of work, all these other narratives, layer ones, will go down, because all the liquidity gets sucked out of those and people only focus on gaming. I'm already positioning my gaming. We've been buying OTK, we've been buying other community, Naka, all these other projects. So we're already positioned. This is the thing. And then, while we make profits on those, we look to position ourselves in the next narrative before it pumps. This is how you make money. You don't make money by, look, if the market was to drop in the next week or two, you have to take this in consideration. you're going to be very happy you did not FOMO in. It's easy to say now in hindsight the market is pumping, but then just wait a couple of weeks. If it continues to pump, then you could change your scenario. For me, I'm not going to change my scenario now because there's too many red flags. I don't care about pumps, short-term pumps. It does not change the red flags that's still happening outside of crypto. This is how you gotta think. You have to stick to a plan and stick with that plan. See that plan through. That's what I'm doing. You caught FOMO, you bought Sensei. But when you catch FOMO, these projects never come down, and Sensei has been performing really well, extremely well. It's up like 20-30% or some shit since the lows here. It was actually way lower than that. What am I saying? It went down to here, which would have been a very good time to DCA. This is the problem I've noticed with a lot of people. When the project's doing really well, they don't care about the project. The other day when this was performing really well, held really well against all the dips. But there was as soon as it came down here, there was people trying to find faults with Sensei. It's like, bro, what are you okay? You weren't complaining when the price was holding up really well over here, despite this massive August dip we had. Sensei held up really well. If anything, it pumped. He was not complaining then, but then as soon as it corrects, you're looking for faults with Sensei. And then when it corrects again, they forget about anything wrong with it. This is a problem with a lot of people, bro. They don't do what you need to do at the time, but then they start FOMOing afterwards. Alt looks dead or the market pumps. My friend, you don't understand crypto then if you think alt is dead. If you think alt is dead, just sell your bag and then we'll find out next year if alt is dead or not. Go look at most, look at all new AI projects, bro. I'll show you a prime example, man. Like, this is why a lot of people that don't understand crypto don't tend to make money in crypto, because they think short term. They always think short term and they get caught out. Look, during October, November, what was happening in the crypto space? You guys tell me. We had the ETFs, we had the entire market going parabolic. What was AGI doing? AGI just consolidating, chilling, ranging from 1.3 to 1.5 to 1.6, and then came back down and then had a little move up in November. Very slow move, then moved up. This was due to a buy alert, not because it was a sufficient pump. Buy alert. And then when the AI pump and the AI narrative went off, what did it do? It went on to do some crazy numbers. So even though the entire market, Bitcoin was flying during these times due to the ETFs, all this was doing was just consolidating. Why? Because it's a brand new project. People don't know of it yet. You have to wait for the AI narrative to pump again in order to see if alt is dead or a good project. You won't know now because it's a new project. Most people don't know about it. Right now, people are not looking for new projects. People are only looking to add to the existing projects, and that's what they're doing. Or they're looking to maybe trade or whatever. They're not looking long term, or they're looking to trade memes or whatever. They're not looking for long-term AI projects at the moment because AI is not a hot topic. But when AI becomes the main narrative, what do you think is going to happen to the likes of Sensei, which are brand new? People always look for newer projects to pump when the narrative takes off. This is exactly what we've seen with AI tech and AGI. When Fetch AI, AGIX, Ocean, all of these were flying, what do you think happened next? The money flew into the newer projects that were looking good. At that time, it was AI tech and AGI. So then now, when everything starts pumping again in AI specifically, and people looking for the new projects that are looking good, what do you think they're going to do? Go look at all these new projects in the AI sphere and compare them to alt. None of them is even close to alt's level in terms of partnerships, in terms of working products, in terms of revenue, in terms of everything. None of them are even come close to it. Some of these coins do pump based off manipulation by influencers or other factors. But you don't see many people talking about alt right now because not many people know about alt. There's a few Twitter shitters talking about it. But that's not sustainable. You need influencers, YouTubers to talk about it. So you will find out, my friend, if alt is dead in the bull run. You don't find out it's dead now on this little fucking dead cat bounces, 5-10% Bitcoin pumps. You don't find that out. So if you think it's dead, then just sell your bag. You'll see next year if it's dead or not. Like, we won't know for now, anyways. When the market pumps, too late to buy. You should have already brought. You need to be ahead of the game, not catching up. That's how you get wrecked. Exactly, Ross. That's exactly right. You don't buy now when everything's up, because nothing goes up forever. At some point, everything will have to come down at some point. It's not nothing's forever sustainably going up unless it's a scam. If you had that mindset of only buying stuff that goes up, you would have probably been repped on that one coin shit. One coin was forever going up. Look how much people got scammed, bro. People sold their house to buy that shit and they got ripped. That's what happens to people, bro. Just chill for now, bro. Listen, just chill for now. Wait a couple of weeks before buying again. This type of stuff is not sustainable, but we've had one rate cut and everyone thinks we're going into a bull run now. Fucking hell, man. It's actually crazy. What's up? Trying to join the Patreon via a crypto payment. The only option, I have a crypto card. I've been trying to join, but I still have link to open to pay. My friend, the crypto is now full. I don't even want to talk about my private group. I took all the links off. My buy me a coffee is closed. Should have said first, what's good, everyone? AMG, how you doing, buddy? Professor, walaikum salam. Should we sell while we're ahead of OORT? I would not sell anything at the moment. We'll have to wait till tomorrow when the carry trade stuff happens. Good to see you as well, Fortas. Thank you for the like as well. Neuro flying. Let's have a look at Neuro. Neuro tends to fly because Alex Becker shows it a lot. It's not really a solid project. It's up 25, 26%. I think most projects are up. This is another thing, about these projects. They always have mint functions, which is always a red flag for me. If a project has a mint function and it's on 2 chains, then it's fine. But then if you look at this, it's only on ETH and it has a mint function. I don't like these type of projects that have a mint function. These are good for influencers shilling it. That's it. This got showed by Alex Becker. That's why he's pumping. But Alex Becker, this cycle seems to be only talking about projects that pay them a lot of money. That's what I've noticed. He's never really showed a good project. I also noticed the ETFs are also negative yesterday. While Beaton told me that all I need. That's all you need to know, because institutions are smart. Institutions are not going to buy now after a 50 basis rate cut when everything is looking bad. Like I said, the unemployment's going up despite what they tell you. You have to look at an unemployment chart. There's only certain factors of the unemployment data that's come down, but they manipulate the chart. This is what they tend to do. Inflation is they said it's 2.5%, but it's 2.6%. It's 2.59%. So they just rounded down to 2.5%, which is retarded. But then if you look at inflation, everything else, the main stuff is not down. They're barely down. The only thing that came down was transit, which became deflationary, which is again not good for the markets, because deflationary is not a good thing for the markets. It's good for your groceries. I've said this so many times on my live streams that deflationary crash is not good for the markets. It's only good for your groceries and your bills or whatever, but it's very bad for the markets. All of this stuff is manipulated, in my opinion, because the Fed has done too much and now they're trying to cover it up. So look, all of this stuff, we just have to wait and see to unwind. And institutions, I've always told you guys, don't follow what the retarded retail people are doing on Twitter. Follow what the big players are doing. They're sitting in cash. It's only smart to sit in cash now. I'm not telling you to sell your whole portfolio and sit in cash. I'm telling you to de-risk a little bit. I'm personally 15% in stable coins right now. I increased from 10%. I was 90% in the markets. We've pumped recently. I've de-risked to 15% now. That's what everyone, at least, I'm not going to advise anyone to do anything, but that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm seeing too many red flags. In order to see everything sustainably come down, we have a recession is very good for that. If the Fed actually wants 2%, then a recession, even a month recession or some shit, 2 months recession is going to be very good for that. I don't mind sitting through a 1 to 2 month recession because then you're going to get some crazy buying opportunities, and they're just going to come to the rescue. It's I think it's very unlikely to go through a full blown recession because I personally think we've kind of already been through one. But is the announcement of the recession is what crashes the markets. Crypto God, good to see you as well. Do you think Sensei will drop below 0.9, 0.1? I think so, yeah. Don't FOMO to Sensei now. You have to just look at the buy orders for Sensei. Go on Mexi, look at the buy and sell orders. The buy order is not that strong. It's not millions people, millions of Sensei being. This is like very little amount. All it takes is one person to sell a decent amount of Sensei and the price will crash, yes. You are good to see you, buddy. Fifi, yeah, Fifi's doing really well. Fifi's doing extremely well. Back up to 2 point something million now. A lot of people was fading this, pumped really well, came back down. Obviously, most meme coins correct, then pumped again. Hoove and Prez at Fifi are doing really well with this coin. Doing really, really well. It's very good to trade. I wouldn't buy now, it's up 40% on the 7-day chart. But like I said, when it drops, you could always trade this. This is one of the benefits of my private group as well. Even though I'm not going to shit it because it's full now. But we got meme coin guys in there as well that do really well. No problem, my friend. Just sit on the side. I'm not full in cash now. I'm 15% in cash of my portfolio. If you're 15% and you're 85% in the markets, like I said, it doesn't matter which way the market goes for you. It makes no difference. If it goes up, you're good because your portfolio is pumping. If it goes down, it's even better because you got stable coins. But because the risks are there, I would rather have a little bit more in stables because I can buy way more for cheaper when the market goes down. This is how it is. Do not FOMO into these little green candles, bro. I don't think this is sustainable. One rate cut. Every single time we've had a rate cut, the market always rallied, for a bit afterwards. They get excited and then reality kicks in and then boom. We've got unemployment in a week's time as well. We've got a carry trade tomorrow. There's a lot of red factors that could, crash the markets. If you guys follow me on Twitter, where's my Twitter channel? My Twitter. I post regularly on my Twitter. You guys can follow me. The link is in the description. Look, I've already posted on here. The Bank of Japan is expected to make an interest rate decision today. If they keep interest rates, where they are, it would likely pump for risk assets short term. If they raise, which could be unexpected, likely to dump as the carry trade will continue to unwind. This is the type of stuff I post on my Twitter. And then just low market updates. The Fed cuts 50 basis points, and then initials. I just post a lot of stuff on there just to update you guys. You guys can follow me on Twitter if you want. What is the normie sentiment now? The normie sentiment now is to go to 100K. Now that's what the normie sentiment is to go to 100K. How did you learn TA and macro insights? It's not hard to learn TA, bro. Well, I'm not the best TA guy in the world, but I understand macros a lot better than TA. I don't really use TA. If you can predict the market just based off TA, just off macros alone in a business cycle, but we're not always going to get a business cycle. That's the thing. You don't always get a business cycle. So, TA does help in certain market conditions. But because we're in a business cycle, macros tend to outweigh TA. Because you can look at the problem with TA is you can look at our 1,000 charts. You can look at 10 charts that'll tell you you're bullish. You can look at 10 charts that tell you you're bearish. Whereas macros is the data that's coming out. You only look at you look at it realistically. But then the problem with TA is you can look at 10 charts that's bullish, and most of the time you base it on your own sentiment. It's always a biased perspective. So if you're in the markets 100%, there'll be a lot of TA guides that will show you 10 charts that's bullish, but they'll never show you the 10 charts that's bearish. But then someone who has not brought enough is going to show you 10 charts that's bearish, but they're not going to show you the 10 charts that's bullish and vice versa. That's how it is. It's all biased. That's the problem with TA. There's only very few honest TA people. People are always, they always tend to do based on their own sentiment. At what price of Sensei did you say you will do your live stream booking at? T13. When Sensei if Sensei does a 50x, I will book a holiday with Sensei, my Sensei tokens, at approximately when he does a 50x, that's when I'll do it. If he does a 30x, I'll book a holiday live with my Sensei tokens, because you can actually book holidays with your Sensei tokens, which is a good utility. Another good indicator is the 10-year to 10-year without expectations. Every time it has risen from the bottom, a recession has followed. Yes, the Sunboy, that's another good indicator as well. It's very share with this everyone. I'll show that afterwards, but I don't have the charts with me now. I need to add more stuff on my trading view. Join free what? Where do I get a link join? Why are you paying? My shit is closed, bro. When did you pay? I don't see you in there. Was it? You have to join the Telegram, my friend. You have there's on my WAP. There's a link to my Telegram. So DM me on Telegram. Go to the description of this. It says HTBTC. Join that group. DM me. I'm like at the top there. I think I'm an admin in there. I don't even know. But check my name in there, and that's it. And you can DM me, because I don't know. I don't think you've paid. I don't know what your name is on there. But just DM me on there. But there's a Telegram link on there, my friend, that you can join. Yeah, I agree. No retail in the markets. BTC flow is still very slow. No money in the system. Clearly no. Well, look, 50% of the people are still broke. Credit debt is at all-time highs. People are still broke. Wage does not match inflation. People are still living paycheck to paycheck. It's like there's no retail right now until we get a sustainable amount of rate cuts and QE for us to go into a full-blown bull market. It's none of that's happened yet. The average person is broke. People are still living paycheck to paycheck. Rents are still high. Food and shit is still high compared to 2019. Wages have not gone up enough to match that, to match inflation. There's always these are the type of stuff you have to take in consideration, bro. Who's the people that's going to come and pump our bags, especially altcoins? It's not going to be institutions coming to pump our bags. It's going to be retail. And retail right now are too broke to spare money for Bitcoin or for crypto or anything. The only thing they will do now is specifically, I think the only thing that people will do. Actually, let me I'll do it afterwards. Never mind. Yeah, but the average person is broke right now. They don't have that extra money, and this is where the SARM rule indicator comes into play. So when it normally goes up, is a signal to the Fed. It signals to the Fed to start giving out stimmy checks, and the Fed hasn't done that yet because they've already announced that this is not a real. Well, it's not. It's not that it's a real indicator, but it's a false indicator at the moment. It hasn't gone up enough for us to do what it would do, and the Fed has to be very careful. And the Powell did say this a long time, a few like almost a year ago. Just because we cut interest rates does not mean we're gonna start going into QE. He did say that, and he stuck by it because he cut interest rates, but he did not add to his balance sheet. He stated very obviously that I will continue to take assets off our balance sheet, which means QT continues, which means that this is not good for altcoins. That's all that it means. Great time sorting out what projects you want to allocate your dry powder. That's exactly right. Exactly right, my friend. And there's a scenario where, and I've showed these people this a lot of times, right? This is not, don't take this to the bank, but Bitcoin return chart. Let me show you guys something. Bitcoin returns chart. There is a scenario. What the fuck is this? Where is the good one? The good, the normal one that everyone uses. What's the website called? Investing.com. This one here, maybe? No, maybe this one? I'll just go to this one, bro. Fuck it. Take this in consideration as well. Don't take it to the bank, as I always told you guys. Every single time we've had a red August and September. So this is, August, September right here. So we've had a red August here, a red September here. We have to see where this, month closes before we make this decision. But every time we've had a red August and September, 2 out of the 3 months have been bearish. You guys can see here, 2 out of 3 months have been bearish. Over here, same thing. 2 out of the 3 months have been bearish. Over here, actually, I don't know what year this is. That is 2018. In 2018, the whole of Q4 was basically bearish. I don't think that's likely to happen. But, even over here, August, September red, 2 out of the 3 months was bearish. August, September red, 2 out of the 3 months always bearish. This is what a lot of people will not tell you because they have a biased view. Over here as well, red, 2 out of 3 months red. Take that in consideration as well. But a lot of people say because we are in the halving year, that and the Q4 is always really, really bullish. That's what people say, right? But then have we been performing like as a halving year so far? We haven't. We've been performing like as a pre-halving year. This is what people don't realize. The reason everyone was so bullish back in March was because we was in a halving year, and they would have thought the bull run would have continued. But because we were in a business cycle, everything plays out different. If you're in QT, Altseason cannot happen. It's impossible. You cannot go through an Altseason. Yes, you can have a mini, QT bull run, but then when we see the crazy money, the crazy Altseason pumps, that's when in QE. This is what people didn't realize back in March, June, July, all those times, March, April times. They were buying them times. I couldn't swap my alt in Tangent since it's BNB chain. I couldn't buy it because it's in the US. That's a problem. I normally keep it on your Trust wallet, or you keep it on your MetaMask. I keep it on my MetaMask. I either keep it on the Ali wallet or thingy. Or doesn't have money for promotions and buybacks. Bro, what are you on about? Or just done. Do I really have to go through this again, bro? Oh my god! You know what? I'll have some patience today, bro. Many doesn't have money for page. My friend, earns a lot of money, bro. When you got the likes of Dow Technologies and these big institutions using you, you're not going to be short of money. They're going to start their buybacks again in Q4. You just have to be patient enough to wait, bro. Like, why do you guys want everything the next day? I'm so confused. This is why a lot of people don't tend to make money in crypto, bro. They want everything the next week. Sometimes you have to be patient and wait. Where's the buyback stuff, bro? I don't know if I can find it. They do buybacks and burns all the time, my friend. They use 30% of their revenue, which they earn $12 million annually, to do buybacks and burns. Eventually, their goal is to burn 40% of the supply, which is quite massive. This is Microsoft becoming a validator. And Microsoft is not a small company, is it, my friend? I think this is the second time Microsoft have given this guys a grant as well. Microsoft Google grant. Where is it, bro? Can I not just search it? Is it as you can do it on your phone? I don't know why you can't do it on here. Where's the buybacks and burns, bro? They burned like 6 million just last quarter, and they did buybacks as well. Oh, I can't be bothered to find it, bro. Just go on your phone, type in buybacks, and you will find they did 600k buybacks and they did 600k burns. This is why when the market crashed significantly, this how Mexe VPN. I keep getting the live late. Black, good to see you, Miffy. Hold on. They've hit all his book. That's actually funny. Any thoughts on C long term? I think C is actually pretty good. I think C could give Solana a run for his money. I do like C. I don't know why. Look at Suripad in the last couple of days. It's gone parabolic. I was considering buying Suripad as well. It's just going parabolic, bro. It seems everyone's catching on to the Suripad or the Suri narrative. No way. Clifford, how you doing, bro? Mr. Bud, how you doing, bro? I think C will do really well long term. I could see doing at least a 10x, but you should do at least a 10x. So the only thing is, I don't know how. I haven't looked at the vesting schedule. Dilution looks crazy, bro. Dilution does look pretty bad. The Sui ecosystem will do well, so it is worth grabbing something in there. Should we de-risk on this pump? Just let it continue to pump. Let's see what the Japanese people do tomorrow. You know, that's gonna affect the market a decent amount, I would say. I think AI part 2 is coming towards end of January. Also, it gets to look at OORT because Microsoft donated 30 billion on AI. That's also true as well. For those of you guys that don't know, Microsoft and BlackRock, this is the type of stuff you know a lot of people don't tend to miss out on. And Microsoft and AI literally created. Oh fuck, not this one. This one over here. Microsoft AI form a group to raise 100 billion to invest in AI data centers and power. What do you think is going to happen to OORT now? Microsoft has given 2 grants to OORT now. And just imagine, you know, Microsoft gives OORT a shout out. There's a possibility. They've given them 2 grants. So then if they talk about crypto, you know, let's say Microsoft gets involved in crypto because BlackRock is already involved in crypto, and they give OORT a shout out, that's already. I don't think you guys realize how much that would make the market pump, or how much that will make OORT pump. Microsoft has given OORT 2 grants, so AI is gonna pump again at some point. AI will definitely pump. AI is the future, and is ever gonna be growing. It's always gonna grow. Crypto Buzz, good to see you, my friend. When do you say people? What do you say? When you say people should be 80%, what does that mean? 85%, my friend. When I say that you should be 85%, it means that 85% of your portfolio should be in the markets, and then 15% should be in USDT. That's what I mean. I'm 75% investing in cash. Yeah, that's not too bad. It's not too bad as well. Matteo, good to see you as well, buddy. How you doing? I'm 80%. Fucking hell, there's so many comments, bro. I'm 80% in, but buying the dips since 2024. Load up more AI Tech token find the dips. Not a bad combo. Tech AI Tech AGI. These are very, very good. Told you the low is in 2 live streams ago. You told me the low was in 2 live streams ago. You told me the low was in last live stream, and the low is not in, my friend. And even if it is, I'll quote the lows anyway, so I don't really care either way. Even if you told me the low was in, and which I don't think it is, especially not for altcoins at least. Altcoins will come down here. The Bitcoin low could be in, but I don't really care about Bitcoin. I care about altcoins. And like I told you, my friend, I was already buying heavy amounts in the August crash. So for me, you know, I've already caught the lows, so it doesn't matter for me. But you will be, you know, only time will tell, David. Time will tell, my friend. You cannot say the low is in because we pumped. It's following this consistent down and uptrend. You cannot say the low is in. If you come down here, pumps, you know, everyone's calling the low is in here, pumped, came down again, pumped, came down, and the thing is we haven't sustainably had hit this region again. So why this dump wasn't as big as the other one. But then you guys can see every single time we hit the top of the trend line, we've come down and put on a new low. And we haven't done that yet. So maybe on this pump, if we hit up here, the next low will be down here somewhere, 45K. Maybe a wick down even lower. I don't know. Maybe like somewhere here, maybe. So you cannot say the low is in as if you don't understand the macros. Ugh. Anyways, man. Anyone buy immunity? I'm loading up like crazy. Looking at OTK in video last year. Yeah, OTK is pretty good. They got a lot of funding as well, bro. OTK immunity has pretty good funding. You know a project has funding or not based off where they are. So if they go to a bunch of events, they got money. And this is the thing when the guy says alt is broke, alt goes to every single event, across the world. It doesn't matter where it is because they earn a lot of money. Usually Friday there is a drop around midday. Let's have a look. What day is it today? Thursday. Possible. Let's see. Hit the likes. 108 watching. Smash the likes. Let's send it to G's all-time highs. What is my all-time highs on the likes in terms of the streams? I'm not even too sure. Yeah, facts is the AGI of last year. Everyone's sleeping on it, then faded it, and then didn't pump, and then bang. Exactly. This is the thing, bro. Like you cannot judge a project based on, when the market is dead. It doesn't matter if Bitcoin's pumping. All coins are not pumping in general. There's a few altcoins pumping, but look at the general market. They're pumping a little bit, and only because these altcoins have been around for such a long time, and everyone knows of them. Everyone knows about Blender, all the fucking shit. Everyone knows about AIT. Everyone knows about these little shit coins because they've been around already. They've experienced a little AI pump, and now they always pump. That's the thing because everyone shows them. But then the newer projects, the OORTs, the senseis, these are the ones that's going to give you the most returns when AI takes off again because they're the best out of the new bunch. Should I sell Casper for OORT and Sensei? I don't want to give you financial advice, my friend, but it depends what you want with your portfolio. Skill, it's good to see you, my friend. How you doing? It all depends what you want with your portfolio. Like I look at Casper as like a hedge against the market. So then if you're happy with the current hedge and you've made your money on Casper, because Casper's only going to do a 5 to 10x from this point on, maybe a 12x pushing. It might do a 12x max. 5 to 12x is my base case. No one can predict exactly how much it's going to do. But let's say it does 5 to 12x. You have to think, right, at that point, what do you want with your portfolio? Because OORT and Sensei will 1000% outperform Casper. 1000%. They're way low in market cap and they're in a very bullish narrative. So, like I said, it all depends on what you want with your portfolio. And in terms of selling a Casper now, selling to USDT, do not sell it into those tokens now because it's pointless. They're all up. Patience is the most important part in crypto. The same with alt, need time to be recognized. Exactly, bro. And I've shown you guys plenty of examples, bro. And I can show you another one as well. There's so many coins that pumped now that was dead last cycle because the narrative has not taken off yet. Once you understand how crypto works, you will understand that it works in narratives. So you have to just accumulate ahead of time and just wait for that narrative to take off at some point. That's it. What's alarm guest? How you doing? 115 watching, only 50 likes. Boys, let's get to 120 likes. Let's break the all-time highs. My all-time high on the live stream is about 102, 103 likes or some shit. Let's break that today and get to 120 likes. I would appreciate that loads. Corpo gonna print millionaires. If you get Corpo around 2 to 3 cents, 2 to 4 cents, Corpo could print millionaires. At the current price, it's not worth, bro. It's having a little pump today. Is this pump sustainable? I don't think so. They burnt a little bit of tokens. This is why we are pumping. However, there is an unlock in 10 days for this project. And the unlock for this is very harsh. Keep that in mind. So this will only be worth, after it becomes closer to seed prices. But I think they burnt. I don't know whether they done something. They burnt. I think they burnt a bunch of tokens. They burned like 500k tokens, which is not really too much, but it's a good sign though. But these pumps for me is not sustainable with Corpo, bro. Feels good to see you as well. Renting my group spot for the day, 10k. Imagine people do that in the board. That actually be funny. Kevin, good to see you, my friend. Good. Finally going to your private group. So I love your content, bro. Waiting for the nice pullbacks. Yeah, just wait patiently, my friend. Do not FOMO into these green candles. Everyone was FOMOing in on every little pump, and then they got wrecked. BTC has a gap of 54k. Yeah, bro. Listen, it's not gonna look. Nothing goes up forever, bro. I don't know why people keep thinking everything's gonna go up forever. What do we think about Suipad? Suipad. I was actually considering buying this a few days ago. I was talking about this in a private group. Wouldn't buy it now though. It's already gone flying. I can't believe this is actually. I find it really funny that after one rate cut, that people are gonna think that we're gonna just start going to 100k tomorrow. It's actually ridiculous to think. Deep in crypto on ETH, I think he's rent out GPUs and they have nodes too. Open Grid. Open Grid sounds very familiar. I might have already looked into it. Open Grid. I looked into this today, but this looked awful. I actually looked into this today. So decentralized AI infrastructure powered by blockchain and GPU innovation. The problem with this is there's like hundreds of this already. This looks like more like a render or some shit. It looks closer to a render. So AI infrastructure, privacy service, and GPU nodes. So that's three bullish narratives. The problem with these is they have no team. I guarantee you this will have somewhere near 100% in circulation. What's the roadmap looking like? Let's have a look. Fair launch on Uniswap. So it's fair launch. That's good to see. Market with reputational KOLs. Launch Open Grid website DApp. GPU powerhouse bot. Code breaker. Decentralized features. But they don't have no exchange listings on their roadmap, which is not the best thing. Even though like these type of projects, you don't buy them now. You buy them when the narrative is hot as a trade. But we don't know if this is going to survive that long. So many projects that launch and then they just die down. But because this is only on Uniswap, it's better just to hold off. Yeah, see, it's only on Uniswap. Keep that on the list as a trade, my friend. That's what I would do. Once you make enough money, you could create a shield group, pay YouTubers, prostitutes, sure. Kodiak, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Matteo, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Are you worried the fact that alt is not pumping like other coins? No, I'm not worried, Matteo. I'm not too concerned. The whole point is you hold coins that are pumping. So when the market pumps, your portfolio goes up, existing coins, and then you have coins that do well long term. That's how it is. And like I've explained this a lot of times, when newer projects they don't tend to pump initially, just based on the fact that a lot of people don't know about them. So they just go under the radar until the narrative takes off. So then when AI goes parabolic, the only thing I care about during times like this is if the project is continuously developing, making changes, continuously bringing new stuff, which is all is doing. All is doing a lot of bullish stuff behind the scenes. Price action does not matter now. The price action will matter in the bull run and during the AI pump. That is when I worry about price action. For now, I'm not too concerned about price action, and I don't think any of you guys should be either. I've explained this story so many times. I had to sit on OTK for a long time. I had to sit on Tectum for a long time before he pumped. I had to sit on AGI for a couple of months before he pumped. Same thing with AI tech. Some projects I had to sit on for several months before they pumped. You have to be able to do it. This is part of crypto. Crypto is a patience game. As long as you buy somewhere near the bottom, as long as the project is continuously working, it will pump at some point. This is the thing. You just have to be patient enough to wait. That's what I'm doing with Alt, and that's what I'm doing with Sensei. That's what I'm doing with all my projects. I'm patient enough to wait till the bull run. You cannot judge a project now, just because look, even if alt pumped 5-10% today, what is that even going to do for you, bro? Are you looking for a 5-10% pump? Or are you looking for crazy pumps? This is what that's what you need to wait for, which will come at some point. The only thing I care about at these times is if the project is still developing. That's the same thing I was telling you guys with Tectum when it was at $4, $5. I told you, do not worry about bearish price action in a bearish market. Worry about if the project is continuously working and it will pay off at some point. And then when they won when they got the soft node app and they won the award shit, every fucking Twitter shit started talking about Tectum all of a sudden. And it started pumping. This is crypto is not as hard as people make it seem, bro. You just have to be patient enough to wait for your bags to pump. The only thing that matters if the project is continuously working. So it did hit $10. If the project is working, it will pump. If they're just dead, not doing nothing, unless it's some crazy project, then it'll pump anyways because everyone talks about it. For example, Relio, they haven't updated in months, but because Relio is the top 10 most talked about project in the crypto space, it pumps regardless. This is why Relio, if you bought the lows, you would have ultimately been up almost 2x now. Almost 2x, yeah. This is the thing, bro. Like, it all differs to different projects. I don't care about short-term price action, bro. It doesn't bother me. I'm not too bothered about short-term price action. I care about if the project is working during the dead times in the market. I class this as a dead time in the market. Just a bounce. Good low bounce. That's it. How much lower you think we can milk price increase? How much longer do you think we can milk price increase before? It all depends on tomorrow, pretty much. I would say. That's actually true. I actually give very good replies on X. Like I'll be like providing a lot of entertainment on X. Let me send you guys the link in case you guys wanna. I actually be providing some good comedy on X as well. So if you guys want to follow, just follow that link there. Jobin, good to see you. If Sensei hits 100x, are you gonna buy hookers with your Sensei? No, I'm not gonna buy hookers, bro. What the fuck? Problem with TA is Heisenberg principle. The Markov observing it changes. Every TA person sees a bullish bearish indicator. They do it the same thing. That's exactly right, code. That's why I don't really, I don't really care too much about TA, bro. TA is good for certain stuff, like when to buy and stuff. Good price predictions. That's it. Do you think it's a good idea to roll some profits from this pump into or it's not moved? No, I would not buy AURT at the moment. Let AURT bottom out. We have to wait for AURT to bottom out before buying again. Not like buying downtrends. Or it's in a nice downtrend, so there's no point buying now. It's better to buy AURT when the downtrend is over. Right now, it doesn't look like it's over. It's just chilling right now at the same price for the last 7 days. Is consolidating here. Better to wait for a bit of time, before buying this. Not buy it now though. I would wait. At some point, it's gonna bottom, bro. Alt makes 12 million. What is this retard talking about? They don't have money. Bro, he doesn't understand, bro. These retards only look at price action, and that's it. And they judge how good a project is based off price action. But they don't. This is the thing. A lot of people don't understand crypto, so I don't blame them. It's just annoying, just repeating the same shit over and over again. Skilless, I appreciate you, buddy. ML AI Tech OTK price prediction. I don't like doing price prediction, but one project I will tell you about is ML. Do not listen to influencers telling you, this is gonna go put in some crazy numbers. You have to think for yourself. And I'll tell you one thing that a lot of people will not tell you about Mintlayer. When they tell you, do not look. Let me see if this. Where's my fucking crypto rank on? You have to verify some stuff when it comes to projects like Mintlayer. because over time dilution comes into play. Yeah, so it is, the market cap is 26 million. So then now when you look at the market cap, which is, you know, basically 26 million in here, you have to look on, let's go on the max chart. So, you know, those people that was buying at 10 cents, 8 cents, they were thinking, oh, if it goes back to all-time highs, I'll make a 12x or I'll make a 10x, whatever the case is, right? That's what they think. But then they don't understand dilution over the times, over the months. Dilution comes into play. So then you look at, even though the price was up here, you know, 94 cents, the price was parabolic because it went from basically 2 cents to 94 cents, which is basically a very good pump. But then you look at the heights, this went to $53 million in market cap. That is basically just over 2x now, because this is $26 million in market cap. So even though the price is 10x away, the market cap is only 2x away. So for this to do, you know, at 10x, it would need 250 million. Now, I'm not too bullish on the BRC-20 narrative, and this comes under the BRC-20 narrative. Even though they claim to be RWA, these are not RWA. People don't buy this during the RWA pump because no one looks at this as the RWA pump. RWA was pumping in March. You know, if you look at this project in March, you know, this did not pump with RWA. March here, it was just consolidating, came down, had a little wick up, and just continued to go lower. But this is the time when all RWA projects are going parabolic. This just continued to just consolidate. That's it. So no one looks at ML as RWA. People look at this as a BRC-20 token. During these times, BRC-20 was doing really well. This is why you pumped. People look at this as a layer 2 BRC-20 token. That's it. I'm not bullish on that narrative. You know, for this, some people's, but I've seen ridiculous price actions for this. Someone said it's going to do 100x. Like, are you fucking retarded? But how can this do 100x? For this to do 100x, it needs 2.5 billion. Are you going to place your bet on a narrative like BRC-20 because this only pumps with BRC-20? It doesn't pump with RWA. It doesn't matter what you think, what the project says they are. These guys claim to be the RWA project, but no one, the market does not look at these guys as an RWA project because it does not pump with RWA. It pumps with BRC-20. So this is what you have to take in consideration with them out. People won't tell you this, but I have an objective view of this. I don't have a bias view. I tell you how it is. The dilution, you know, this has become heavy diluted, and it will still get more diluted over as time goes on. I don't know if the vesting schedule is on here, but oh, it is on here. So have a look at the vesting schedule for this. Oh, it's almost done. It's almost done. Oh, yeah, look. It's actually $42 million in market cap now. So even this isn't updated. Even this is not updated. So the real market cap for this, what does it unlock tomorrow? So it's probably rallying into the unlock. Or is it every day? Yeah, there's an unlock tomorrow in one day. Strategic sale people, so the early investors get the tokens, the seed guys get the tokens, the team gets the tokens. So there's going to be a decent size sell-off in a few days for this. So the real market cap for this is $42 million. That's the real market cap. So this is, over the time, has been diluted heavily. And then you're looking at about, there's a little bit untracked. I don't know what token's been untracked. It's company reserves. So that's basically what the team's holding. Yeah, so the market cap for this is probably higher than 42. It's already probably $50 million in market cap. So for this to do 100x, you need 5 billion. I don't see that happening. I would place my bet other places to do 100x. For this to go back to its all-time highs to do a 10x, you need 50 million, 500 million, sorry. Do you think that? I personally don't think that's going to happen. That's up to you guys. That's just my opinion on now. Softflex, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you in here, my friend. The only time patience will wreck you is when you buy trash projects and hold it. That is also true as well, my friend. When you buy shit projects like ADA and some of these old tokens, relics from the last cycle, and you're holding it, that is when patience actually wreck you because they continue to go down. A lot of projects become relics. This is why when people tell you hold Casper for 10 years, is they're stupid, because next cycle there will be something newer. People will forget about Casper something else. The same way everyone was thinking Cardano is going to replace, Ethereum, be the Ethereum killer, be the second biggest chain in the crypto space behind Bitcoin. Now it's a relic. It's dead now, more or less dead. Same thing could happen to Casper. This is why, unless it's Bitcoin and Ethereum, you do not hold it long term, because the next cycle they could become relics. And this is what a lot of stupid YouTubers will not tell you, bro. What is the business cycle? The business cycle, my friend, is we spend a period of time in QT, which is quantitative tightening. The Fed is taking stuff off the balance sheet. They're trying to suck liquidity out of the markets. And then we go into QE, but then generally at the end of the business cycle, because of all the interest rate hikes, because of all the QT, they might push the system too far. The economy slows down. And then eventually, generally, at the end of the business cycle, we do have a recession. There's some examples of soft landings, but then generally the Fed tends to do too much, and then we've never really had inflation. I mean, interest rates are 5.5%. So all the effects that we've had all over the years is going to slowly unwind at some point, and this is why people are nervous now. This is why all the metals are breaking out, because there's an indicator that people are going risk off instead of risk on. Eventually, when unemployment becomes sustainable, then we could have a sustainable bull run. But for now, we're not going to have no sustainable bull run for a long time, not for at least next year. So why I tell you guys, do not panic, bro. In between now and next year, you're going to have plenty of buying opportunities. Plenty. Anyone who tells you now they're going to go to 100x is fucking retarded, bro. TJ, appreciate the £5, my friend. Hey, I just sorted my portfolio, configured most stuff into IOZ, TrueFi, Shift, ICX. Goodbyes. Shapeshift Fox, never heard of that one. IOZ is not too bad, but the problem with IOZ is, my friend, it's already done significant gains. It's done very good already. Now, moving forward, is this going to give you life-changing money? Very, very unlikely. This has already given the life-changing money already. This done basically 100x already. And it's like, look at the market cap. Fair enough if it's done 100x and it's like $5-10 million a market cap. But this is, $500 million. It's not going to give you crazy returns. TrueFi is not too bad. I think TrueFi could do okay. Is it TrueFi? Trueflation or Truth? Which one is it? Truth in Stake-Matic. This one. Can't be this one. Are you talking about Trueflation? Because there's Truth and then TrueFi. Oh, TrueFi, this one here. TrueFi is not too bad either. It's not a bad project. I personally would not hold it, but this is not a bad project. Shapeshift Fox ICX. Circle ICX. Icon. Yeah, so it seems that you are but then you're buying very, very old tokens, bro. You guys can see in the first bull run, it done really well. In the second bull run, it more or less did fuck all. In this bull run, it's going to do fuck all again. So I would not be holding any of these tokens, my friend. You have to look for better projects, TJ. I know you're probably holding relics from the previous cycles and you think they're going to come back, but then 9 times out of 10, they don't come back. I personally would not be buying any of these tokens. Let me look at Shapeshift Fox. This is definitely a meme, bro. 1000% a meme. What the fuck is this? It's been parabolic. This basically got rock pulled. It must have got bridged or something, because look at that. Just done a 10x last cycle. I personally would not hold this, but this looks like another relic. You're buying relics from the last cycle thinking it's going to pump again. It's very unlikely this is going to pump, my friend. Very unlikely. I would not be holding any of these projects at all. Did you saw AI Tech partner with Samba Nova? Yeah, I did see that. That's pretty good. Tim, how you doing, bro? I can't help but think there's a block swan coming before the elections. NATO seems intent. There's so many stuff that could cause a massive dump in the markets. For example, we got the Bitcoin carry trade. I mean, the Japanese carry trade. We got the chances of Israel and the war in the Middle East. NATO With Russia, they're threatening to attack Russia. There's so many stuff ahead of us. There's a lot of stuff, headwinds that needs to be cleared. Stratos pumping. I've not heard about Stratos in a long time. This is a dead project, bro. Why are you putting the rocket emoji next to Stratos? The fuck? But just look at this on the year. Bro, do not put the rocket emoji next to Stratos. This is a dead project, my friend. Look, you have to be. Sometimes you have to cut your losses in old dead projects and just move it somewhere else, my friend. Stratos, just look at it on the year. Is broken support over here came down way lower, and at the lows, this only done like a 4-5x during this massive rally we had. This should be an indicator for you that this is not going to do well in the bull run. Storage is not that same narrative that it was last cycle. Allweave is the only storage project that has performed really well, and it is a project that's going to continue to perform really well. I bought this, at the lows pretty much. It was basically pennies when I bought this. Made over 10x on Allweave. This is one of the best projects in the storage narrative. So why not hold something like this over Stratos, which is an old dead token? What's up, G? What do you think create a dumb... What? Casbo, good to see you as well, my friend. Create a dumb expected recession. I feel like they went all in on the FUD. What else could make it go in there? What FUD? There hasn't even been no FUD, my friend. At the moment, there is no FUD. Well, the only thing that will bring us down, it will be a hard landing, my friend. Or even scares of a hard landing. Even if you don't get a hard landing, if you get a bad unemployment print from now, till to the end of the year, then that could cause a big crash. And at the same time, we got the carry trade as well. There's a lot of headwinds ahead of us, bro. That's why I'm staying in stables at the moment. At the end of the day, whatever happens, I'm still in the markets a good amount. 85% is a good amount to be in the markets. But then if you crash, then what are you going to do, bro? Most of you won't even have USDT. But the chances of a crash now, of a hard landing, is going to slowly increase, in my opinion, over time, over the next couple of months. Like I said, we're getting data from July. We're not getting it from September. We're getting it from July. A lot of this stuff is lagging indicators. So it's going to catch up to us at some point. And I said, the longer the interest rates stay hiked, the worse, the more it affects the economy. So just in those 2-3 months, unemployment's already going up in July now, for example. In August, September, it might even get worse. And then we will have a real scare. But we'll find out that in November, December times. So yeah, just look, you have to just patiently wait. Like I said, we're not going to get a bull run anytime soon, my friend. So, I don't know why people are expecting for us to go to 100K tomorrow. It doesn't even make sense. One rate cut is not enough. It's about how you do, my friend. Tell us a 30 to 50x opportunity coins. If you want a 30 to 50x opportunity, one of them is ALT, my friend. This is long term, a very, very good project. You have to just be patient with this one. Do not worry about short term price action. These will pump when the AI narrative takes off. It's the whole point of holding them, finding them early. Then you got the likes of Sensei, which is performing really well. I would not be buying this now. However, when it does have a correction, this is a token that could do really, really well in the bull run. Could do very well. The chart's looking very good as well. You're not buying it at some crazy pumps. You're buying it more or less at the lows. Just joined, Mr. Live. What is the answer of the title? Good to see you, buddy. Oh yeah. Also, the idea of data hub on Telegram is pretty decent. I think that's a pretty good idea to have a data hub on Telegram. That's never been done before. Can I buy on Uniswap? No, you cannot buy on Uniswap, bro. You can buy on a Pancake Swap. Just get a Polar ID. That's why I would do. Do you have limit orders? Yeah, buy orders or set? Or are you flexible saving staking? No, actually, I have buy orders already set with my USDT. I gave DC alerts yesterday in my VIP group, and I've just put them there and I'm just waiting. I wait for the market to come to me, but I don't chase the markets. A lot of people chase the markets and they get wrecked. I just patiently wait for the markets to come to me. There's a lot of CME gaps that needs to be filled at 53K. So we will go down to those levels again. Just imagine what is going to happen to your altcoins when Bitcoin, let's say it goes to from 68K, let's say it goes to 65K, let's go to 66K. What do you think is going to happen to your altcoins when it goes to that all the way down to 53K? It's going to get fucking wrecked. Your altcoins will get wrecked. It doesn't matter what Bitcoin does because the altcoins don't generally follow. So when Bitcoin goes up a decent amount, altcoins don't follow it. USDT dominance may come down here and then bounce. Keep that in mind. Or it might come down here and bounce. Or it could just bounce now. We don't know. But like I said, do not FOMO in now, bro. Just patiently wait. Blender pump, DCI pump. Yeah, DCI is shit. That's why. Yeah, look, I'm still going to give you guys gems, bro. Don't worry. Am I a Sensei replica? Not today, no. Today is the real me, bro. I had the last live stream, it was my replica on here. OTK is mooning. Let's see. Here's OTK mooning. Ooh, OTK is flying, bro. It's good to see that. That's what I say, bro. Like these projects I'm giving you guys all pump. First handheld Web3 device built on Indicator. What project is that? First handheld Web3 device built on Solana. This is why I'm bullish on OTK because of the Solana. Solana's doing a lot of shit, bro. Layer 1 smart contract, 50 exchanges. 50, oh, smart contracts, 50. What the fuck did you mean 50 exchanges? Let's have a look at this, bro. 50 exchanges. What exchanges did I have? Oh, it's already on Binance and all the top exchanges. Damn. New project as well. This looks decent, my friend. This actually doesn't even look that bad. Let's have a look. Oh, I already looked into this one. This actually looks decent. Yeah, this is not a bad project, bro. If it was a little bit lower in market cap, I would actually buy this, but I gotta look at the vesting schedule for this. But this is on Osmosis, isn't it? I've already looked into this. This is actually a good project, my friend. It's not a bad project. If you hold this in your portfolio, it's not a bad project. That's why OTK is mooning. Yeah, look, a lot of people don't know about this with OTK. Is that when the new Solana phone comes out, OTK is going to be on the Solana app. So it's going to be on the Solana phone as an app. This is why there's a significant difference between projects that are migrating to Solana and the ones that are backed by the Solana Foundation. Big difference. Are they? PSG, large trying to piggyback of OTK app is in device, not Solana. OTK is on the app. It's already been confirmed. The new Solana device will have OTK app on there. That's a fact. I know that for a fact. So it is confirmed, AA. Bro, when I seen that rocket emoji and I see up 6%, I was thinking, bro, I was finally thinking that it's gone fucking parabolic, but it's gone up 6%, bro. But yes, the OTK app is going to be on the Solana phone. That's a fact. I know that for a fact. I think most of us have PTSD because of bear market. I agree with you guys, bro. I think you guys do have PTSD from bear market. Yeah, Cross Networks, another relic. All these old storage projects are relic. Algorand is another relic here. You think so? That would be interesting if that is the case. I don't even hold ADA. I have a small bag of ADA from last cycle. I don't even hold that shit anymore. 100 likes and everyone gets a Solana phone. That's actually a good idea. If you get to 100 likes, you guys can buy yourself a Solana phone. Sam, walaikum salam. How you doing, bro? People are closing for Altseason already. Yeah, this is how crazy people are, bro. You get one rate cut, and now people are calling for all-time highs. It's like fucking stupid, bro. especially a Reiko that your Naka's pumping as well. Good to see Naka pumping. Basically $1. I was buying this at like 62 cents or 65 cents. I can't remember which one it was. Your thoughts on Bobo older layer 2 orderly? Bobo sounds like a fucking meme coin, bro. Good pump. It's not like a 2x. Saw that. Was the orderly network? Let's have a look at this. Chart. Is it an old project? It's a new project just launched. So is it an Ethereum layer 2? So many Ethereum layer 2s now. Permissible liquidity layer 4 with free trading. And they got crypto.com, which is solid. So they got good back, as it seems. Well, they got our good back. I don't know about the rest of the companies. Discover, sex level, performance, and to be fair, liquidity stuff tend to do well. Orderly, vibrant, base, and Alexa. Oh, so this is what they used for. Okay. Integrate orderly SDKs. That's good. That is. Dex builder, you can spot Dex over there near perps. Trading, it's got trading bots as well. Nice. Games and depths as well. This actually looks pretty decent. Where's the team though? Team is, so it looks team doxed. Oh, what the fuck is the point of this ball? It's actually retarded. Why did? Oh. Yeah, I wouldn't buy this ball. If the team was doxed, it would actually be. Well, they are legit because they got crypto.com backing. So they're not like they're going to rug. They got very good exchanges as well. Yo, the volume is crazy, bro. Where's all the volume coming from? Most of it's coming from Gate.io. It's probably bots then. But the volume on this one is ridiculous. But look at the fully diluted. We'll have to check the vesting schedule, bro. It doesn't even look that bad, though, I'll be honest. Yeah, it's fucking lame, bro. It's like, if you're a serious project, what is the point of having some stupid Disney character shit on there, bro? I hate when a decent project is looking decent and then they do stupid shit like that. Let's look at the vesting schedule for this because it probably is not the best. So 36% is on track in the market. Builder rewards, foundation, future product launches, trading rewards. What the fuck? So the team gets the token in a year. Strategic gets the token in about 160 days. These guys get their tokens as well. How much are these guys up on their investments? So there's about 40% in the hands of early investors. They don't even tell you. What the fuck? Nah, these guys have raised way too much, but they raised 25 million. This is too much, bro. I would not buy this. The vesting just looks too harsh. 31. To be fair, the vesting is not even that bad. It's less than 1x dilution next year. It says the vesting is actually not even that bad. When does the token come into circulation? I keep forgetting it's later in the year. Strategic gets the token in April. Foundation. The vesting is pretty good. Overall, this is not a bad project at all. Overall, it's not a project, but I don't think this is going to pump and give you crazy returns, but it's not a bad project though. It's not a bad project at all. I would not buy it personally. Do you see crash down to 45k? It's possible, yes. It's possible. It's possible. I don't know if it's. Look, you can't guarantee a crash, but we're definitely going to have a pullback at some point. The next crash will be somewhere down here. And that could be because, people could be pricing in a hard landing. That's the possibility of that as well. If they're pricing a hard landing, we can crash all the way down here. And look, the thing is, we could come down to here just being scared. If you have one bad unemployment print, I mean the market's 120%. Boy, there's gonna be only one more crash, but that's it. Like we are so close to the bull run. Like I said, we got until the end of we got until the end of this year to accumulate. So in between now and the end of this year, I think we'll get good buying opportunities anytime between that time. So then at that time, you accumulate and then you wait for 2025. That's it. That's all it is. It's not rocket science. But then when the people that's calling for new all-time highs now are just stupid. They think one rate cut is going to take us to all-time highs. In 2019, it took 3 rate cuts to basically take us out of this higher low structure. We haven't had that yet. We've only had one rate cut. One rate cut isn't enough to do that. And you got to think, right? Last cycle, let me go on my pen. Last cycle, the Fed's fund rate was 2.5%. So let's go 2.5% here. And then they cut 75 basis points, right? This is what they've done. But then the first rate cut was 25 basis points. So the first rate cut was 25 basis points. So that's like 0.5%, 0.10%, sorry. So that's basically 10% of what we should have done. So that's 10% of the first rate cut back in 2019 was basically 0.10% of what the Fed fund rate was. Now the Fed fund rate is 5.5%, and we've only cut 50 basis points. So technically, this rate cut is smaller than the one in 2019. But then by the time the market's sufficiently pumped, we've already cut 75 basis points. This is when the market rallied and we had a sufficient pump before we had the pandemic crash. Some people argue the pandemic crash was already programmed in. Some people say it's a random black swan event. But then, we haven't had that sufficient amount of rate cuts for us to have a consistent rally and break this downtrend. I don't think we've had that yet. I don't think one rate cut is enough to do that. This is less than 10%, 0.10%. That's left 50 basis points because the Fed fund rate is so high. It takes a lot more rate cuts in order to affect the economy. Like I said, rate cuts take 6 to 1 year to affect the economy, my friends. That's it. Anissa, how you doing? It's good to see you in here as well. Skater, I appreciate you, buddy. I'm having problems with buy me a coffee renew. My Discord video. My friend, the thing is already filled out now, Vieira. It's already filled out now. I can't open no more spots now. So if you lost your spot, there's nothing I could do, buddy. And like I said, there's always first come, first serve. So unless someone leaves, then I'll open up another spot for you. But right now the spots are already filled. And I don't want to go back on my words over £50 because that's just I don't really see the point of doing that. So however, I've always told people is first come, first served. Once it fills out, I'm not going to open no spots for a while. Maybe in the bull run, I might open up a few more spots, but that's it. But for now, during the most important times, I will not open up no spots. Look, you can just continuously, all you have to do is just continuously just watch my live streams. I give a lot of info on here as well that will help you out. Appreciate you, my friend. Appreciate you very much. No, I mean Solana will bring a Solana phone and oh really? Oh shit! I didn't even know that. That's bullish. That is. That's very bullish. I didn't know they're bringing a game inside as well. That's very bullish. Is that why OTK is pumping right now? That's very good to see, bro. Yeah, G's and Greed, the group is for the people in it. 100%, yeah. Like I said, it's always going to be first come, first serve. But Vieira, you're an OG, bro. I might open up a spot for you, bro. You are an OG. Why you going jail for, Black? Now, Black, there's always a spot for you, bro. The OGs, they get a spot. Vieira, you've been in my group for a while now, bro. I'll open up one spot for you, bro. Don't worry. I don't want to go too much. I don't like going back on my words, bro. It's pointless. But 1-2 hour stream, Merc was not here to tell me. How many likes are we even on? Buy OTK now or wait. My friend, you have to wait. Don't FOMO into this. If you don't hold anything in OTK, then you could consider buying an initial position in. And an initial position is something you don't mind going down 50% to 60%, whatever the case is, because that's what could happen. But you hold a position, so even if it pumps, at least you got something in there. But me personally, I would not buy this. Just dropped another 5k in OTK. You're probably the reason it's pumping Southflex. HTT is also going to be on the. So what's HTT doing today? Let's have a look at this. I remember looking at this. Bro, he's joking, bro. I don't think. Your HTT is going parabolic, bro, with his 46,000 market cap. Fucking hell. What the fuck? This is more or less like a complete rug pull. It might come back at some point, but this is a complete rug pull. The people behind this project should have got sued, bro. Are they still updating? Let's see if they're still updating. Let's see if they're still talking shit on the Twitter. Joe, the last time they posted anything was back in March. This is why you don't buy projects that only have this shit here. When you see game cards, that's a red flag, bro. You don't buy projects with card games, bro. That's like, what's AFA Games? I remember AFA Games. Let's have a look at AFA Games. AFA Games. This is another card game shitty project. What the fuck is $1 million in market cap now? Yo. I don't like buying anything that's card game related, bro. No one, who the fuck's playing card games, first of all? No one likes playing card games. What's Dominus doing now? Based AI. I like Based AI, Crypto Lord. Based AI is actually a good project. I do like Based AI. I like Peppercoin as well. I like both of them. If Based AI comes down, the only thing is you have to be careful with Based AI is, yes, it'll pump in the short term, but you have to take in consideration when the mainnet goes live, there is going to be a big dump, because all those tokens that these Pepe coin holders that are staking it and earning Based AI, most of those people will sell. Well, if they don't sell all of it, they will sell a decent amount. So, yeah. What's a good card game? Sing, how you doing, bro? 99 likes. Let's get to 100 likes right now. Going to jail for hitting an elder woman multiple draws of force. The fuck, Ross? Looks like you just read Ben Cowan's latest tweet. What did Ben Cowan say? Ben Cowan's a G, bruv. Ben Cowan's actually a G. Let's look at Ben Cowan. What's he talking about? Bro, he's just talking shit about Ethereum, bro. In order for Ethereum to have a green September, the line, bro, shut up, bro. Ben Cowan is good, though, to listen to. He's actually a good one. 102 now. Nice. I appreciate it, bro. I thought I was going to break the all-time highs today, but I didn't. Who cares, bro? Who cares if you're repeating someone else? So Alflex is only joking with you guys, but don't listen to him, bro. It's gonna cause you guys to FOMO in and get wrecked. But boys, let's wrap up this live stream. Appreciate every single one of you that came down. Follow me on Twitter if you haven't already done so. AIT protocol, I don't like Crypto Lord. I don't like that project. It has a mint function, bro. I don't care about short-term pumps. It doesn't make sense. You know, sometimes a project pump short-term, it does not mean anything. Even AI Tech is pumped 14% the last 24 hours. It's not pumped 30%, but it still has a mint function, but they can mint new tokens. It's too risky, bro. A project with no docs team and a mint function, it should, when you put 2 and 2 together, you know, for anyone, that's going to be a red flag. You know, if they have a docs team, there's people responsible. But because there's no docs team and there's a mint function, that's too risky, in my opinion, bro. 2. I ran out of water, bro. I ran out of water. My mouth is dry. But I don't like this project, bro. $20 million in market cap. It's like, think logically, right? Would you rather buy this shit or would you buy alt? Alt is lower in market cap. Look at these shit exchanges. Big Get, Bing X, Mexi. Alt said they're gonna get a tier 1 listing as well, so they can't be broke. If you're gonna get a tier 1 listing, you're gonna pay for your cash. That's what Alt's gonna do, pay for your cash. They don't have no token spare to give to the tier 1. All the tokens are allocated for a specific cause. They don't have exchange listing tokens or treasuries or any bullshit like that. So they're gonna have to pay out cash, which they will. 105 Mugen, how you doing? Brian T, how you doing as well? I'm gonna end it live. I'm gonna end it now, Ross. I'm ending it live. I can't bother to wait for the how many minutes? Like an extra 3 minutes, 2 minutes more. Can I? But like I said, I appreciate all you guys for coming down today. We've had a good live today. I think today I've had the most views I've ever had, which is good to see. But it will pay off, boys. You just gotta be patient enough to chill. Wait, let me hit you guys with this. Like and subscribe. I'll see you all in the Discord, yeah. See all you guys in the Discord. See you guys very soon. I might be live tomorrow as well, just to see what happens with the Bitcoin carry trade, with the Japan carry trade. But have a lovely night, evening, morning, wherever you're from. Enjoy the rest of your day, night, or evening. Appreciate every single one of you that came down. I shall see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.